Hi, what's goody cousins? Yes, this is late night live. I was gonna say this for Tuesday, but I was having such good conversation yesterday, and I said, what better time than the present? I'm chilling. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. And this is another episode of Kmo and Cousins, powered by Black Girls of Texas. So my name is Kmo. If you are new here, I'm the founder of Black Girls of Texas, in which this platform can even exist. Black Girls of Texas is a community in Texas for Black women, obviously. We have our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Black Girls Network. We have our Facebook page, Black Girls of Texas, which is for women. You can go, so the regular page, the public page is for everybody, and then the group is for women. Sorry, fellas. And then my Instagram Live. So this is going to replay. If you're not live right now, this is going to replay on the YouTube and the audio on Spotify. So let's get into it. So I have a couple of speaking points for us this evening or tonight, whichever one you want to say. And get into my Sailor Moon shirt. Sorry, those that can't see. Hold on, what's on there? My Sailor Moon shirt. If you know about Sailor Moon, you know. One of the number one things that has been on my mind for months. It's for months. And when I speak on things, this is not something that I just saw one time, two times, three times. I've seen it several times on several occasions with several instances, people. So the number one thing I want to talk about is speaking to one another in public. That is literally a dying thing, I feel like. Speaking to one another in public. And when I say speaking to one another in public, it's normal to say, hey, you don't have to say, how you doing? What's up? How you feeling? Hey, and move. Like, it's like speaking is so non-existent. And when I say speaking to one another, I am specifically speaking on my people. I'm a brown girl. I'm a black girl. Okay? So we have to, if nobody else speaks to each other, we at least need to. Now, I know that people can have the debate with me, oh, it's because of anxiety, or I don't speak to people because that's just not what I do. I get that, and that's all well and good. But just saying, hey, and rolling on, there's nothing wrong with that. I've had people, if I say, nod my head or say hello, walking past you, like we right in front of each other, walking directly past you, and I say, hey, and you just look at me like, I've gotten looks like, why are you talking to me? Like, I don't feel like talking. I understand people have bad days, but dang, is everybody having a bad day? I know it's hard. I know it's tight right now. I know inflation is bad. I know, people just surviving, but I really feel like in this times we should really be on each other's side and really encouraging each other and really, trying to find bright spots. I've had some really good conversations, and I'm friends with some really nasty people. And so I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with us speaking to each other. Now, if you want to debate me, please debate me in the comments or say, anything or rebuttal against that. I'm open to everything. I don't get offended. I don't take nothing personal. These are my personal views that I'm sharing with the cousins. And so I just want to bring it to the forefront because even like I had an elderly person, and this is what really was just like, dang, we really just getting away from being kind. And I don't know, like as a society, period, not even just my people, an elderly person in the store, and I said, hey, how you doing? And he said, are you talking to me? I said, yeah. He's like, people don't speak no more. Young folks don't speak. They don't want to help you out. It's just they're disrespectful. And we had a full-on conversation, and I said, I feel the same way. I feel like as a society, we are getting away from just simply being kind. I don't have to know you to be kind. I don't have to know you to help you out. Like, how many countless times am I in the store? I'm pretty tall, I'm 5'10", and people will ask me, hey, can you help me out? Like, can you reach up there and grab that from me? And I'm like, oh, sure, I have long arms. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. just being more of a community. Like even my neighbors, some of them are just kind of like nice, nasty. And I'm used to growing up where you at least know your neighbor on your left and your right, at least in your neighborhood. And now nobody wants to speak. Nobody wants to say, hey, I live here and X, Y, and Z. Like, I like to know who I'm living next to. I don't have to know you, but I want to know a little bit, like your name at least. Growing up, Miss Addie, rest her soul. Like I knew with Miss Addie and Miss Gaynell and all of them next door and the other family down the street, the other family across the way. Like you knew your neighbors, and so it's just, I do understand that in the society that we're in with the social media and hiding behind screens and not really want to be seen or talked to or people in your face. I get it. I just wish that we could do better in that sense. And I'll probably by myself on this, and that is okay. I will stand. Okay, because God got me and I got me. I will stand on that. There's nothing wrong with saying hello. There's nothing wrong with saying, can I, or excuse me. Oh, because excuse me is another one. People do not say excuse me, that you're in my way and you're going to get out of the way. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't think my thing streams to Instagram. It doesn't stream to Instagram, and that's cool. I have been trying to figure it out forever, but it's fine. So, but also, I have also ran into the issue of me going to events. So, for example, I go to an event and I see people that I have interacted with on social media. Maybe we commented, maybe it was a DM, and they just don't speak. And I'll be like, hey, oh, perfect. Hey, cousin. Love you. They just don't speak. And I don't know if it's there's no excuse. If I talk to you on social media and we're at an event supporting somebody else, or I'm supporting you, and they'll be like, oh, hey, like, don't want to speak to you, but I'm gonna speak, I guess, because somebody even asked me, they was like, who are you again? And I was like, Miss Girl, we did talk several times. And I'm not saying people have to remember me, but if I've engaged with you several times and we don't want to speak, I don't get it. I do not understand. I've had somebody look me dead in my face and not want to speak. And I'm like, hey, so I could go the opposite route, and because it's not my character, I won't. And just be like, whatever. But I feel like I give the most love, the most encouragement, the most everything to people because I really believe in us. I really believe in us wholeheartedly, 100%. And I'm just tired of the nastiness. I am not a person to air out dirty laundry at all. What you see is what you get with me. I'm kind. I will speak how I feel, but with love, and I'm always going to support everybody. What you see on the internet is who I am in life. I've had people say that. Like, dang, you the same person. You ain't switched up. No. Why would I? Because we're lacking authenticity anyway. But I would never air out dirty laundry on who some of these people who they claim to love on social media, but in person, they are nasty. Like, and when I say nasty, I don't mean like dirty, stinky. I mean that attitude, the entitlement, the arrogance, and how people have treated me. Some of these brands out here in Dallas, and some of these brands out here in Dallas have used the platform Black Girls of Texas to, build theirs, and that's what it's for, right? But they start treating me like crap. I'm like, I'm not with it. So when I say we're gonna be all right, that means as a people, we just gotta do better. Being more kind and gentle to each other. And that's my next point, because I got my points right here. Being more kind and gentle with each other. Life is so fragile already. Why do we have to be rude and nasty to each other? If you have to adjust a crown, adjust a crown. That's for men and women. I know we say that for women, but men too, they wear crowns too. If you have to adjust one, do it with love and do it with grace and do it with kindness. Okay? And it doesn't matter how someone has treated you. Now, after you adjust the crown and they still acting like that, white, laissez-faire, hands off. I don't know what else to tell you because I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. But I think that when people make mistakes, we are so quick to crucify them, hang it up, they're done. Sometimes some things can be a conversation. Hey, sis, brother, this is what happened. This is how it made me feel. How do you feel? Okay. What do you think this looks like? X, Y, Z. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything don't have to be somebody made a mistake. And so, well, we need to cancel them. Don't support them. That bothers me 100%. I've seen it so many times. Even when, you know, Keith Lee came here in a certain restaurant, they did something, you know, they shouldn't have or whatever. And people, the first thing people was like, just cancel them, crucify them, cancel them. And I'm like, hold on. Like, we really don't even be knowing like the full story. Honestly, we just know like what the blogs are saying or what somebody has posted about it. We don't know the full story. So for us to just automatically want to do that, it's scary. Cancel culture is very, very, very scary. It is. It's so scary because it's like, man, if I make one mistake, I'm done. If I say one wrong thing that I didn't even know people would get offended by, because there's so many things to get offended by now. It's just like, I'm done. And I always pray about that. And I pray that people will use sound judgment, but also have grace with people, because everybody don't know better. Now, once you know better, you do better, but everybody doesn't know better. Everybody doesn't have the same background. They don't come from the same family. Everybody's had different struggles. Everybody's had different things that has gone on with them in their life. And so let's just adjust and have grace and hope that they meant well, or hope that they received the message and move on. But I just don't want to get too caught up in just automatically canceling people for one mistake. Now, several, after you've already talked to them, yeah, okay, you just want to be this way. But I feel like we can get better together when we are having those crucial conversations, but with love and with empathy and with grace. That is what I truly feel in my heart, and it's been on my heart. Don't let people get over on you though, because I've had that issue. People see your heart from a mile away, 2 miles away, 10 miles away, and they will use that. They will use that you want to see people be successful. They will use that, you know, you want to be a girl's girl, or, you know, make sure everybody is getting an opportunity to be seen, to be loved on, to help them out, to, you know, whatever, share resources. And that's fine. But have discernment, but also have grace and empathy and love. We lacking empathy, man. My goodness. Not everybody, but a lot of things that I see online, a lot of comments, I'm like, this somebody's mama, daughter, cousin, brother, uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're cousins. Whether we like it or not, we need each other as a community. I heard "Where Is the Love" by Black Eyed Peas the other day. I have not heard that song in years, but they were way ahead of their time. That song needs to come out right now, because where is the love? Where is the love? When he said people killing, people dying, children hurting, you hear them crying, do you practice what you preach, or do you turn the other cheek? Father, help us. Send some guidance from above, because people got me questioning, where is the love? And that's real. It's all love. Like my daddy, growing up, my daddy said it's not personal and it's all love. And I really do, truly do try to live by that. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about our communities. Community. Everybody's always saying community over competition. Because number one, when we talk about competition, the competition is yourself. You're never in competition with anybody else, just yourself. How can I be better? How can I do better? How can I reach my goals? Are they attainable? What am I doing to reach those goals? It's always you. But you need your community to help reach those goals and achieve those goals. Let me say this one more time. Competition is with yourself. With yourself. I feel like I'm in the mirror talking because I'm looking at myself on this camera. And you need your community to help you reach those goals and achieve those goals. But for some reason, we are thinking that we are in competition with each other. And we're not. When I look back at people in the 90s, and my cousin Evan also always posts this about how Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, Mary J. Blige, and like it was just like a set group of women who would do stuff together to help each other reach a common goal. Because everybody not for everybody. Everybody's not a Missy fan. Everybody wasn't a Aaliyah fan or a Mary J. Blige fan, but they all had some type of resource where they could merge together and cross, their communities and grow. And so that's also amazing to me, because it's like, I know the end goal and I know that it can be great if we come together. And I feel that because I'm a millennial and I'm an educator, I'm around a lot of these people. I go to a lot of these things. It just always feels like competition and cliquey and plastic. And I just be like, man, if I could just be that person that just tries to show everybody that we don't have to do that. We can collaborate and do great things or share resources. Now, I know all resources won't be free because some people have worked, they tail off, and, they have gotten all this information to go to the next level. So yes, you do need to get paid for, what it is. But I feel like some things can just be like a quick, I tell you about this person, or I can refer you to this person, or we can move around to this person, and I can tell, and then that's how this person gets connected, and that person gets connected, and this person gets connected, and then you don't know who they know to help them along the way as well. Of course, you got to put the work in, but I feel like that it's so true, and I've seen it time and time again. It is definitely who you know, and I feel that we can share more resources, but everybody's got to be willing to do it. It's not a competition against each other; it's against yourself. But you need your community. You need your community. I rely heavy on my community. That's when y'all be like, you be outside, because I'm going to support. And it's genuine from my heart. I'm going to support my community 100%, regardless. If you invite me, I'm going. If I see it and I can go, I'm going to go, because support is so important. To look out and see familiar faces, or people pull up and make a post, because it takes a lot to do things. It may take a lot to put on an event or that speaking engagement, or, opening up a new space, restaurant, going to a pop-up, and just seeing somebody familiar giving you that encouragement. That's important. So you need your community. You need to compete with your community. You need them. The competition is with you. And I'm going to say that again. The competition is with you, yourself. But you need your community always. You're not against your community. We're in this together. And so to my point about, back in the 90s, when you would hear all these people on one song, or you would see these people collaborating, it helps. It helps people get to the common goal. So it's definitely, in my notes, keep closing, it's definitely community over competition, because we need each other. And I am going to scream at the top of my lungs the day that we finally realize that the competition is with ourselves. And I'm so excited about some of the things that we have coming up, because it's definitely community based. And so if you talk it, you got to walk it. Trust me, I'm going to always walk it. That's why I'm outside supporting. That's why I'm pulling up on my cousins. That's why I'm sharing. I'm reposting. You know what I'm saying? That's why. And so another point, and I think it's going to be my last point. It's not going to be a long episode tonight. My last point is about rest. Rest is essential for development and creating. Excuse me, y'all, I had some water. I'll say that again. Rest is essential for development and creating. It is essential because if you don't rest, if we are in this constant rat race, I gotta post this, I gotta go do this, I gotta go there, I gotta do this. And yes, work hard on your stuff. But if you don't take moments or seasons to rest, you're definitely going to burn out and you're definitely not productive. Rest is productivity. I am actually in a rest season. While I am still working, I am also taking the time for myself. I am also taking the time for my mental to just chill. Last summer, I burnt myself to the ground. I mean, completely burnt myself to the ground. But this is a different season for me. As I am walking into new territory, I'm leaving old spaces, walking into new ones, and I don't have no idea what's going on. So this is definitely a season of me resting and trusting God for this next season of my life. I have always been, and I think somebody tied this to like being anxious or anxiety. People like to know what's going on. So that's why sometimes we'll watch the same movies over and over again, but call them comfort movies. Or we will stay at places that no longer serve us. Or we will stay around people that no longer serve us because you like routine. You like routine. But my whole routine has completely shattered. And so now I'm just resting. I don't know what's next. I'm just sitting in the hallway, waiting on God. What door are we going to open now? What door is next? Door 1, door 2, door 3, or all 3, you know? I really had to release self in this season. And I'm just trusting and believing because when I tell you, I have no idea what's next. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on. Normally I know. It's my routine. I know what's happening. So I've moved into a new space. I've moved into a new part of town. I've been doing all these new things and it's been adding up. And now it's just kind of like, now I need to sit with these new things and reflect and chill out. I've been sleeping a lot. And people that know me know I was like really not going to sleep. Baby, you called me now. I'm taking a nap. I had a friend earlier asked me what I was doing. He was like, what you doing? I said, well, I took a nap, but I'm about to find something. He was like, you be sleep. I be sleep. Rest and know that I am God and I'm going to do that because I've had my times. I had a moment the other morning and my best friend Shayla had to calm me down and bring me back into realization because the enemy was in my mind. I was comparing. I was, saying this and why I need to do this because I need to be further. And it's like, you exactly where you're supposed to be right in this moment. Chill out. Okay? Chill out and rest. Whether that's, now I'm taking up coloring. I like coloring or, spending more time with your family. Resting don't always mean laying down and going to sleep. It's just basically you're not in a rat race. You're not trying to do all the things at one time. You take it a day at a time and you're doing things that you enjoy with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, calling somebody, being on the phone. I spent 5 hours on the phone when my best friend was back home the other day. We was up to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, it was 4 o'clock. And I said, girl, I got to get off this phone. Girl, because I need to go to bed. Because I don't like sleeping all day. I love to get up in the morning. I'm a morning girly. I'm kind of both, but I'm more so morning girly. And so I like to get up, morning routine, do all the things. So yeah, rest. Whatever that rest looks like, but rest your mind, number one. But whatever that rest looks like for you, incorporate that into your life because it is essential for your development and your creativity. You can't create if your mind is too clogged up. I was going through that. Trust and believe. You can't. So rest and know that everything's working out for you. God is doing everything behind the scenes, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You if you were supposed to be somewhere else, you would be there. If you were supposed to be on the next level already, you will be there. Keep doing the work. Keep doing. Keep keep sharing your gift. Keep doing the work, and everything's gonna work out for you. I promise. Cause what after this, I'm gonna be. Well, probably not right to big. I need to watch me a little episode or something. I'm drinking my water. And my cup's so cute. Well, first of all, get into the cup. Get into the K on there. And if you're just listening to this audio, make sure you go to the YouTube channel and then get into the K on my straw with the butterfly. With my Stanley that was gifted to me on Valentine's Day. Stay hydrated. It's very hot outside. I had an episode last week, y'all. I thought it was the end. And I'm going to use this as a testimony to tell y'all, stay hydrated, take your vitamins, take care of yourself. This is why it's good to rest. Because I think I dang near had a heat stroke. And it was, and I usually am hydrated, but that was a scary experience. It was one of the scariest things ever in my life. I thought it was done so. And I was like, you know what? I can't be out in that heat, trying to run all these errands in the heat of the day. I ain't took my vitamins. It was a lot. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Rest. Stretch. Walk. Work out. Whatever you got to do. Just take care of yourself. That was a wake-up call for me. I said, oh, my God. I had never experienced that dizziness. I was about to pass out. The shivers after drinking the water. All the things. I said, what is going on? My friend was like, girl, you were about to have a heat stroke. I said, oh. Well, let me go ahead and make sure I'm staying on the inside and staying where it's cool. Because that was crazy. So rest, take care of yourself, love on yourself, love each other. Love each other. Okay? Where is the love? Like I mentioned earlier in this episode, where is the love? Remember, we need to show empathy and grace and kindness to each other, to everybody. But to each other, even if somebody's not showing it to you. I know that's hard because our pride and our ego. I know she ain't talking to me. I know they ain't talking to me. Be the example. Please be the example. Love on each other. And speak to each other in public. Oh my goodness. If you just speak to one person, it'll make that day, I promise you, especially the elderly. Because everybody's just so isolated and we need to come together. We are a community. All right, cousins. I was saving that for Tuesday, but I really, really, really just wanted to get that off my chest. Number one, because I'm at home. And I was like, I want to talk. I need somebody to talk to. So when I talk to the cousins, why not live stream? I used to do this years ago, every Tuesday. Baby, didn't miss a beat. Tuesdays at 7. Sometimes 8 if I was doing something else. I would always let the viewers know. And this is what we got to get back to. Putting ourselves out there. And also the thing of putting myself out there by myself. It just be the enemy trying to tell you that no, you're nervous. I'm not nervous. I do this in my sleep. Talk in my sleep. Talk when I wake up. Talk in the middle of the day. Talk at night. Express my views. Express my opinions and show that love. And you know what I'm saying? So listen, from me to you, you got this. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Put in the work. Don't take things personally. And be kind. And life will be beautiful. All right, cousins, I'm about to get off here. It's 11:04 at night. If you are listening to this audio, you will be able to watch the video if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Black Girls Network, powered by Black Girls of Texas. Y'all, I'll be over here doing like, what do they call them, drops? Because I have been practicing drops. So I'm going to put them, I need to start putting them on the audio for real. Like trying to put it on the audio or whatever. This is K-Mo and Cousins, powered by Black Girls of Texas. You know, like on the radio. So we're on Spotify. K-Mo and Cousins, both with a K. K-Mo and Cousins. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Black Girls Network. And follow us on IG, Black Girls of Texas. and our website, www.blackgirlsintexas.com. All right. I think that's all I got. I'll probably be back in one more day, probably Monday. We might have a guest because it's Men's Mental Health Month. And I have asked my friend to come on and talk about that because we had a really good conversation about it yesterday. And he's a dear friend of mine. And I think that the other fellas in the world need to hear what he has to say because we love and support you. I know I do. And I know there's plethora. No matter what y'all say, women care about your mental health. We love you guys, you men, and we really want you to take care of yourself. So, in conclusion, this wraps up this episode of Came On Cousins. We're going to be all right. I don't know which episode this is. I'll figure it out and I will put it on the title. Y'all have a good night. I love you guys. And love one another. Be safe. Bye. How I end it? Oh.